this is gonna be an interesting start to the video, folks. My dad is attempting to put on our front wing panel stickers. We're gonna see how it goes here. Both of us are not really good at vinyl. I mean, I do all my mini wing panels and I've gotten like that kind of thing down, but there's no way I can put stickers on a sprint car or just anything. I mean, it's very difficult, and I will say it's a certain skill set. So major props to people that deal with stickers on a daily. Actually looks pretty good so far.
I learned from Michael Sellers.
Oh, Michael's the guy. Michael's my buddy who came in, who did my car. He was giving me tips, and like I said, he gives me tips all the time. If I ever have anything to do with stickers and I got to attempt it myself, or my dad does, he usually tries to help us out.
Ask him how to fix it.
You're hitting a rough patch here?
Yeah.
Oh, you're done.
Tell him how to fix it.
Started off really good, didn't end as well. Gonna try to fix some of it with the heat gun. I do blame my dad though, because how he started it, I feel like it got all cattywampus. And also on top of this, I just checked, because I looked at it, after we just finished, my dad's over here with the heat gun, and I looked at him like, I think that's the wrong side. He put it on backwards. So he put the sticker we needed for our left side wing panel on the right front. We're just gonna leave it. It doesn't matter at this point. It is what it is. We just need this wing to make it. But anyway, I'm not even gonna show you that side. That's enough for vinyl for today. Thank goodness I had brakes. My dad started pushing me faster and I was like, oh no, we're done. I went to hit the brake pedal and it kind of went soft for a second. So we're about ready to go. I think by this point it's pretty obvious why we're doing this. Car that's never been together, just want to make sure it fires properly, no leak. Definitely a safe option before just taking it to the track, and you know, if we can find an issue here, it saves our day. So we're gonna fire this thing up. Hopefully it checks out. I feel confident, got my safety gear on just in case.
Here, it's dripping. Still a little wet right here, but it was dripping right here.
You said
dripping out of the bypass.
Just a small leak?
Yeah.
So a perfect example of why we do that. My dad caught a leak right away. I mean, it wasn't anything too crazy, but if we were at the track, it would have been much harder to notice. And perfect example, you know, we fire up here at the house. It's a low stress, low chaos environment. We have all the time in the world to inspect everything. Takes a little bit of extra time, but with how much work we put into these cars, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So glad we fired up. If there was any worry, or like sometimes, you know, if you're the type of person that stresses a little bit, you're able to get that out of the way, feel way more confident going to the racetrack, and you know, now ready to stand on it. Well, another one of those nights, long day, didn't have time, or the whole family is spread out tonight, so my dad and I stopped at McDonald's here, which actually isn't too bad. I would rate this place like a 7.5 out of 10, and it's right on the way to where we're heading. In a perfect world, we would have stopped at like In-N-Out tonight, or maybe Chick-fil-A. Those are my two favorite, but McDonald's is not too far after that, and it tastes even better when usually like it's after the races, if that makes sense. But we're gonna snack real quick, then we're gonna go finish our work for the night. Well, it was a really long week. It's currently about 10:15 Friday night, and we are ready to go to the races. Sigh of relief for sure. Made it through, completed the build. Car is done. You're noticing that there is no vinyl, unfortunately, on the body. The timing of when my vinyl guy was here to wrap the car that got wrecked, as well as all my wings, This car actually arrived not long after that, but it wasn't here in time. But I do have a game plan to get vinyl on it here soon, so this will probably be the only race with just the carbon fiber body, but sweet looking car. It still looks clean. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I just like, everything's hitting me right now. I'm feeling tired, so I'm ready to get back home, get some sleep, but just feels good to have the whole trailer loaded and ready to get to a place we're so familiar with in the Cottage Grove Speedway. I mean, we've won limited races there. We've ran up front in our 360 plenty of times and just have a lot of laps around that track and familiar with. Everything's loaded up here. Got some rubber all mounted up. I mentioned, I think in the last video, Carly's gonna be racing too, so it's gonna be a really fun night. It's cool that it's close to home as well. I mean, we've already done our fair share of traveling in 2022, even if it's just been along the West Coast, but California is a pretty big state. Oregon's a decent sized state, and Washington is a decent sized state. So when you're traveling as far north as, you know, as we have been and as far south as we've been, we've already been adding up some miles. So just to travel 2 hours north to Cottage Grove in the morning, you know, leave on Saturday, get back Saturday night, that feels really, really good. But hoping for a great night of racing, looking to pick up a win. I'm really confident where we're at in our 360 program, and I think even though that this car, you know, hasn't hit the track, you know, I'm still just as confident and feel good. I think with where our numbers are at and just our baseline, everything should add up, and we should be able to, you know, like I said, contend and be up front and have plenty of speed. So we're gonna head back home. I'm gonna get some rest, and we're gonna shut the trailer up for the night. Well, we were back home and it's almost time to go to bed. Told you guys I was feeling it, and I am. But before we officially end it, I just wanted to show you guys our merchandise room. It's all cleaned up. Mom's been putting some extra hours in here. Got all of our merchandise that we're packing to Cottage Grove tomorrow, as well as all of our extras, you know, hats and long sleeves and t-shirts and hoodies and crew necks and all sorts of other options, from our shirts from last season for the blue car to our new shirts of the red 18T, which we have in gray and black. So if you guys are interested in supporting our team and you want to represent us at the same time, you guys can check out our online store, www.tannerholmes.com/shop. Or if you're going to be going to one of our races, we always carry merchandise. If we don't have it hung up yet, if it's early in the day or it's later in the night, like, don't be afraid to just walk up, check it out. And if it is there, you know, definitely walk up, say hi, what's up, and, you know, meet all the crew and check out our merchandise we have with us. Like I said, it supports the team and helps everything go around. But yeah, our merchandise room is really, really cool. This is something I've always dreamed of having, and this is kind of like just the start as we're hoping to continue building up. So that is kind of a look at that, and it's also a great example of how we all play a role on this team. You know, I mentioned how my mom is really good at the merchandise thing with inventory and shipping out orders and handling stuff like that, and then I work right alongside her. And then you saw this week how my dad is so involved in the shop and is a good mechanic himself, and then my younger sister Carly also is a good mechanic. She's very valuable in the shop, and my older sister helps with some other video stuff. So we all just, you know, put 110% into this, and as I also said, it's a sigh of relief. The week's over. We made it through. It's time to go get some sleep, some rest, and chase a win at Cottage Grove tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for your support. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with us during the week, and now it's time to really get serious at the track this weekend. See you guys all there. Deuces.